Okay, we are live. Huzzah!
Hey, everybody.
Yes, we got everybody together. Howdy, howdy. We're back. Hopefully you guys got. I did something a little different last week. I did the ritual as a series of shorts, and because I've been wanting to do some shorts for YouTube, and I said, well, hey, this is a good way to do it. And so I set them to premiere about 3 minutes or so apart. I don't know how well that worked out. You guys will have to tell me. What's weird is I noticed that the very first one has like over 1,000 views already. But now here's the weird thing. According to the demographics that YouTube showed, it's all men over 50 or something. And I'm like, what the heck? I guess I'm getting rage watched by a bunch of angry old men or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works out. Because the rest of them had a more normal number of views. But whatever the case, I have some shorts up now. And eventually I'll do some more. But it's it's kind of weird because it's different from the way I usually do videos, so I'm having to kind of adjust, but we'll see. We're also experimenting with leaving our little munchkin in her pool in the bathroom. I just bribed her with some treats so that hopefully she won't, fuss, where are my people, and Darren have to step out in the middle of the ritual, she can come find us. So we'll see how that goes. I noticed in the chat that Ashley just lost her dad. Was it today you said, or was it just a couple of days ago? Okay, last Friday. Okay, so it was a week ago.
Ashley, sweetheart.
Okay.
My true sympathies.
Yeah.
I have been where you are.
Yeah. Okay. And
believe me.
Yeah. Tribos Craig, my friend John from Florida is dealing with stage 1 kidney cancer. So please keep him in your prayers. Yeah, we want that. Yeah. We'll hopefully they're catching it early enough that they can do something with it. And get him on the road to recovery. We may be taking care of a friend of ours tomorrow that we went over to help him last night. He had surgery for prostate cancer in the spring, and we didn't hear about it until a little bit later. And he's been having complications with that and can, barely get out of bed. And so, I had to come and help him, bring him some food. And the thing is, he had to get to a point where he, asked us for help because nobody else was available. And our reaction was, well, certainly, we'll come and help, but, tell us sooner, because we hate to think that you were suffering and we didn't know and couldn't help. So, and I think that's a good lesson for everybody. If you've got friends, let them know if you're having a tough time, because you don't realize it, but they might want to know and want to help. Your real friends are going to care and want to help you. So it's kind of like the fortune that we got. One does not know the heart of a friend until one has consulted him in anxiety. Brian figured out when he consulted us from a state of pain and anxiety.
When he finally actually said what he needed. See, everybody expects people to beat around the bush, make a veiled reference, while always saying, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. Until you say, I need, you do not know.
Yeah, so, just be honest with the people you love, and they could surprise you. So for tonight, it seems like, there are a lot of feasts involving Osiris that come up in this part of the year. And my hunch is there could be a couple of things to do with that. One could be because where the constellation Orion is in the sky, it's getting higher and higher. Earlier in the wee morning hours, and there might be something to do with that. How the Egyptians understood astronomy and how they map things is something that we're still just trying to understand. But my hunch is it might have something to do with that, but also the fact that this would have been the point when the floodwaters were rising, and that was associated with Osiris as well. So he is ascendant, you could say, at this point. So we have another feast day honoring him and his Enid, but also Sobek. So we have Sobek and Neith, on the altar as well. And Sobek, in some traditions, there's one story about him rescuing the sons of Horus. And there's, a local tradition kind of pairing him, with Horus, because the Temple of Ombus, they kind of kicked that out after a while, and they put Sobek in his place. It became, Horus and Sobek instead of Horus instead.
It sounds like, an old 80s action movie. Sobek goes in and rescues the sons of so-and-so, a one-man army,
Well, maybe so. But considering that, he's Lord of the Waters, protector of fishermen, and, helping people find things that are in the waters.
He wasn't a seal. He was a crocodile.
Something like that. So anyway, I think he would have a local connection here with the alligators. That would be his local manifestation. And there is, again, there's a Mardi Gras crew in our town. That's the crew of Sobek. So, he seems to have, a little bit of a presence here. So, we'll be honoring him tonight. So, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Katie's asking. I need to ask. Ma Kali has been calling me. She and Seth get along. Well, and what's funny is, and I'm try not to do, too much of that, because, we could have somebody, randomly from practicing Hindu tradition, stumble on one of these and be like, hey, that's not correct. I've kind of learned that about the Shiva Lingam, a few years ago. But personal gnosis, I've found a connection between Neith and my Durga. So those are actually Hindu prayer beads that I have wrapped around, looped around Neith's shoulders. And there's a story behind that. And it's kind of a long thing, personal experience. But if you find, that certain deities work together, then hey, that's perfectly cool. And there's a lot of things that we can learn from, the living traditions of Hinduism, that can help us to kind of make sense of things. So explore and see what you find out. But
I would say we can draw from both Japan and India that way.
A little bit. Although there's some other there's different things that I've found, especially with the Japanese traditions, and having a neighbor from Japan, and some of the things that I learned. Of course, that was kind of what was my background before coming here. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So.
Yeah.
Because I know some folks were saying they've got, things they're doing tomorrow, and so we don't want to keep everybody up too late. So. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yonatu. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts. We have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. It is not that cold.
She claims that every day. She takes it out of the liquid nitrogen powered freezer that she keeps everything in.
If I had one of those, do you think it would be 71 in this house right now?
Warm today.
Yesterday.
Could be warm again tomorrow.
All right. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come, come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
We'll light our candle for Sobek, Lord of Ombos, Lord of Tashe, and we'll light our candle for Sekhmet. She may bring peace and healing to those who need it, including friend John with stage 1 kidney cancer, that they be able to stop that in its tracks, and that our friend Brian can continue getting better. And we'll light our candle for Mahes, that he may continue to protect all of those who are in the path of storms. Everybody's seen that graph, I'm sure, for hurricane season, and we're approaching the peak of it. So may he continue to protect everyone who lives on the coast. You arise in the Achatis Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manez, Atum, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Osir, O Sobek, O Neith, O Yunachru, you lords of love, you lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out the Svet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Okay. I guess I don't have any water left, at least the bottled water here, but I do have this. We do have some cool waters here. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, you're not true. These cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you and takes its place upon your hands. Oh, Yunuchuru, we bring to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunuchuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Including the first few wild plums. Those are starting to come in, down here. So anybody who forages for things like that, of course, foraging in this case involved the parking lot of the Whole Foods. But I think it's crazy that people go inside to buy organic whole food, but there's like plums growing in the parking lot and nobody touches them. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, Osu, Sobek, Neith. O Yunuchuru, drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open the libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Osir, Lord of Abydos. Sobek, Lord of Umbos, and Neith, Mistress of Sais, within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Osir, Sobek, and Neith, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Rahoraketi. Come to your body, O Osir. Come to your body, O Sobek. Come to your body, O Neith, and come to your bodies, O Yunachuru. And come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, your ba, to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Osir, Sobek, and Neith. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nimkefurura. Your foes retreat from you. And Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table, of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way into life. Let's see that. There we go. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Ta henket kakao abdus nurturma kot nebet nofra waber al kan nurturim cow and akapu nibu machra nibu kiran nutura. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead. All true of voice before the great God, including Ashley's dad and anyone else that, if you're thinking of right now, they're included in this too. So, you okay, Bill?
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Ennead has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Ennead says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word, and rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. Okay, I see, ladies, I was not able to stay up tonight, but love y'all. Could I have a cookie from Sutek, please? Thank you so much. All right.
Here come the airplanes.
Well, let's see. By the way, Wolf Paradox, good to see you. Now I haven't been able to restock the cookies, so we just have a handful of them. But I also have the wisdom excerpts, so we'll be able to use those as well. And if somebody wants to get a draw from that, just let me know. But first, let's go ahead and we'll read something, for each of our deities that we're honoring tonight, and then we'll pull a fortune for everyone. And that's something that anyone who's tuning in after the fact can, this applies to you too. So let's go ahead and do that first. So actually going to be a little different this time, because I do have a hymn for Osiris that's in Following the Sun. So we'll use that one. Of course, major deities have lots of different hymns and prayers to them surviving. So you have a lot of them for, Ra and for Osiris and for Amun. There are quite a few for Sobek, actually, that were preserved in a papyrus that was found in a tomb that was it dated from the Middle Kingdom, if I remember right, but it was found in the area of the Ramesseum, and it's just the memorial temple of Ramesses the Great had been built over that tomb, and so they happened to find it, and there was a lot of texts in there that included several hymns to Sobek. But we'll get to him in just a moment. So, I think they just wanted me to get this one for a minute. Hail, Osiris, son of Nut, two-horned, tall of crown, given crown and joy before the Aeneid, whom the great powers fear, for whom the great rise from their mats, fear of whom Shu has made, awe of whom Tefnut fashioned. Such is Osiris, king of the gods, great power in heaven, ruler of the living, king of those beyond, whom thousands bless in Karaha, whom mankind extols in Yunu, whom the gods, when they see him, worship, whom the spirits, when they see him, adore, who is mourned by multitudes in Thinis, who is hailed by those below. I guess Indiana is following along. Okay. Hail to you, O Sobek, twin of Ra, who arose from the primeval waters, Lord of Tashe, son of Neith, mighty God whose ceasing cannot be seen, ruler of the rivers, governor of the winds, great male, rutting bull, Lord of love, Lord of the Ach spirits, he who loves taking, great of terror. Drive off your wrath, let pass your raging, cut short your mourning, let your beauty come, welcome in peace, O Lord of peace. And I believe that is actually adapted from one of those papyri that they found in the tomb of the priest. So. And for Neith. Hail unto you, O Neith, the great, the one who existed before existence, you who made all that is, who created all that exists. Eldest of the primeval gods, fashioner of Ra, mother of Ra, who was at the beginning. Unique one without equal, mistress of destiny, regent of fortune. Earth is under your command. One does not make plans without your knowledge. Queen of the gods in heaven, sovereign of the gods in the earth, mistress of the bow, regent of the arrow, who keeps the arrow demons under your authority. Mistress of great fear, who created the twin crocodiles. Life and death are under your supervision. You fill sky and earth with your beauty, light the two lands with the rays of your eyes. You encompass your son as the light of the two lands. Father of fathers, who makes fertile the seed of gods and men. Great cow, who nourishes all things. Mother of mothers, who is like no other. Okay. Alrighty. And okay. Let's say okay, Yodi requests some prayers for them and their partner finding jobs. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, and our sweet little ducky. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yes. Long live the ducky. And she traveled with us. She wasn't too keen on the quack pack, but she made the trip just fine, and chilled out in the hotel room with us, and was glad to be home. So
yes, she was, and so were we.
Yeah, we had a fun time at the convention, but it was good to get home. So okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a cookie for tonight. And this is again while supplies last. We're going to do the cookies and then, go to the wisdom, things. And I think I see a couple of folks that specifically requested those. So that'll help us kind of spread everything out. And I do have, how many did I do? Because I'm working on a set of cards. It's just, I've set aside for like probably October or November to actually work on the artwork and make a deck for them, so that'll be forthcoming in a couple of months. Next month's going to be very busy because I'll be out for part of it. Okay. Well,
that was quick.
No, that was funny because I was in while supplies last. I went to draw for everybody, and we got 2. So I guess we all got voicemail. So let's see what they say. Our first one, don't forget that life is an ever-evolving journey. That's our first one. Now there's another one. Trust in the support system you have built around you. Wow. So guys, again, this is for everybody. Don't forget that life is an ever-evolving journey, and trust in the support system you have built around you. And that seems very much like an Osiris kind of message, because think about the supports that he has around him. Because how is he always pictured, with Isis and Nephthys to either side of him, or with Isis on one side and Horus on the other? He's generally not pictured alone. So you want to talk about having a support system. But that is for everyone. And I get a strong sense, like with the other, don't forget that life is an ever-evolving journey. What came to my mind is, don't fall into the trap of thinking that how it is now is how it's always going to be. And of course, what does Capri mean? That means, the one who changes, the one who evolves, the one who transforms. So, I think that's a reminder from him too. Life is an ever-evolving journey. So let's pick up, because I noticed that it was Lady Zephos who couldn't stay but needed one from Set. And I noticed we've been getting a lot of requests from him, so I guess well, we're going to have Sobek to be.
That's where I said the paper planes begin to start.
Yeah, although we kind of have
like this was my house originally, but
yeah, well, maybe so, but I guess Sobek is kind of being our bouncer or our chaperone. So, but with that in mind, Lady Zephos had asked for one from Set. So. Sobek may be up to the side saying they're funny business. All right, and this is for Lady Zephos. Life is an adventure. Make it a thrilling one. So, hopefully she'll be able to get that one. But life is an adventure. Make it a thrilling one. And keep in mind, it is an ever-evolving adventure. So, okay. And Katie Horton, regarding tomorrow and parents' party. And I noticed Katie Horton and then Solemn Sun are both asking from Set. So, again, with the same understanding. And we'll start with Katie. Step away from the power position for one day. And you were asking about what to do with party that parents are throwing, and not having too much problems with anxiety with that. So Set's message: step away from the power position for one day. Darren, do you got any thoughts on that? Or
yeah, it's kind of simple. She knows she's not the power position. So whoever is, just hang back and be a wallflower. Let them do. Try not to get caught up in conversations or situations. Smile, nod, and eat the best hors d'oeuvres.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. So, okay, and Solemn Sun also asking. Solemn Sun, embrace the power of positive thinking and watch your dreams take flight. Embrace the power of positive thinking and watch your dreams take flight. And that's from Set. So he can be a positive kind of guy.
It's always a focus on dreams.
Yeah. Okay, so Zabalin asking for wisdom from Khonsu. And then Adrena from Sekhmet regarding my anemia. Absolutely. But let's start with our wisdom. Because eventually I will have these on cards I can shuffle. But okay. So, Zabalin, you know, ask for wisdom. Gluttony will not give you the goose. And that's from the instructions of Ankh. But gluttony will not give you the goose. And Audrina was asking, Mama Sekhmet. And it says, opportunities will be abundant in your life. Opportunities will be abundant in your life. Now, I realize you were asking a health question about that, but I do think that I do get a feeling of a very positive vibe about that. That, you know, this is something surmountable. So, you know, don't let it get you down. But I think also, you know, don't hesitate to ask questions. You know, talk to your doctor. You know, things like that. But you know, that sounds like, you know, your concerns are something solvable. So, you know, you've got us cheering you on. But yeah, Yodi has a request for prayers for them and for their partner finding jobs, and I found that Osiris is a good person to ask for that. Ashley, wisdom card from Anapu. Okay. And let's see. And I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone, but okay. So wisdom from Anapu. All right. There is none who can resist the Lord of the hand, for it is he who can restrain all that the eye can see. Now this is from the teaching for King Mary Ra. So of course this is an instruction from one king to his son, who would be the next king. You know, and it doesn't say who the Lord of the hand is, but considering that, you know, who would be stronger than Pharaoh, you know, it would obviously be, you know, the king of the gods. So, you know, there's none who can resist Lord of the hand, you know, Amen or Amen Ra. Yeah. For it is he who can restrain all that the eye can see. I guess coming from Anubis, the sense that I'm getting from that is trust in your gods. They have that power over all that the eye can see. So don't worry about the things that you're not capable of doing, or that are beyond your control. That's what they're there for. we ask them to take care of the things that are beyond our control. So, and I haven't forgotten Yodi and partner. We'll say a prayer for them for in just a second. Let's see. Okay, so we had 2 Discord cookies, Sweetie and Rabbit Sage, and then Sarcastic. I'd like some wisdom from Osiris. So, Sweetie and Rabbit Sage. So, okay. So this one is for Sweetie. Your greatest victories are the ones you earn with integrity. So tell Sweetie, your greatest victories are the ones you earn with integrity. And the sense I'm getting with that is don't worry about what you have to do. Just do the right thing, and the rest of it will come. Your greatest victories are the ones you earn with integrity. So that was for Sweetie. And now for Rabbit Sage. And there we go. I can find it. So for Rabbit Sage, your entrepreneurial spirit will lead to great financial success and wealth. Your entrepreneurial spirit will lead to great financial success and wealth. Yes, an entrepreneurial entrepreneurial. Because I realize that's a tough one if you're not sitting there looking at it. And I realize, Snarky, you're transcribing that over onto Discord. But yes, your entrepreneurial spirit will lead to great financial success and wealth. And we all want to be your friends.
Nope, just Darren.
Yeah.
Just Darren, just share with me.
Yeah, but no, Rabbit Sage, that's for them. Okay. And I've just got this weird sense that's something that Yodi and their partner may need to kind of keep that in the back of their mind as well. But we'll say some prayers for them. And Sarcastic. Okay, what have you been doing lately? Because the one I pulled out is, he who thrusts his chest at the spear will be struck by it. Sarcastic, don't go jumping in front of spears. He who thrusts his chest at the spear will be struck by it.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Okay, did I okay, I see one eye from Seth also. Okay, the audio is coming through a little choppy. Now, I know all the connections are good, but it's possible that something is messing with the internet feed. So I don't know. Oh, well, by the way, Zabalin, thank you so much. Yeah, I bet it's weather related because, like I said, there was some tall clouds and the wind picking up a little bit before I came in to start everything. course, I think our internet sometimes does weird things, but I think somebody had asked for something and I didn't see a. Oh, okay, no, I did. Gotcha. Current situation. Okay. Well, Solemn Son, I hope that that fortune was helpful. But okay, one eye. And if anybody else has got a request, just let me know. So one of these two is going to be for one eye. One eye. Share your happiness with the world, and it will return to you tenfold. Share your happiness with the world, and it will return to you tenfold. I think we could use people sharing happiness because people share plenty enough of the other stuff. But share your happiness with the world and it will return to you tenfold. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to give, of course, a last call for wisdom, y'all, and we'll start to wrap the things up because I know some folks do have to head out. Okay, which text did the excerpt come from? I want to check the context to see what it might be hinting at. And gets rest well, one eye. Thanks for coming with us. Coming to join us. Let me see which one it was. I believe it was the instructions of Papyrus Insinger. So yeah, that's from Papyrus Insinger, which comes from about the same time frame as the instructions of Ankh Shashank. So if you have like Miriam Lichtheim's literature, it's going to be volume 3. But I noticed there's also the other one that's like one big massive volume. So I actually, when I was working on making the text for the cards, I was comparing between the two translations to make sure that I got the best sense. So sitting there with a laptop and like 2 or 3 books in front of me, you can ask Darren. I tend to do that. But yes, Yodi and their partner are both looking for jobs, and so we ask Osiris, the Lord of Grain and Agriculture, and Sobek, the Lord of the Waters, and Neith, Mistress of Destiny and Regent of Fortune. We ask all of you to bless Yodi and their partner. It's not, times are not easy for anyone, especially if you're looking for work. We ask that they find something that's a good fit for them. And if they need to do some entrepreneurial things, on their own, that they have their intuition guide them in the right place and find something that's a good fit. So, let me read another prayer. Hold on. There we go. Oyunashuru, may you grant life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection. May our eyes see you every day as one's righteous, who set you in our hearts. Supply our needs of bread and drink, and guard our mouths in speaking. Come to us and give us counsel. Make us heedful of your wisdom. When what appeals to you, you come from afar. Lend your ears to the lonely and the poor. May you give breath to those who are wretched, and bread to those who have none. Guardians of the weak, may you set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. Oh. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Oath's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shenit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Asat in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutak in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khmenu endures. As the name of Ra in Yakhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Osir, O Sobek, O Neith. You have come in peace, O Yanacharu. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Osir, Sobek, Neith, O Yanacharu, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay. And again, if anybody missed something, just let me know, so we don't shut down until everybody's gotten, what they were after. Yeah. yeah. I think Osir is trying to tell you, don't start no SH. There won't be any IT. That's one way to put it. But okay. But I think it was kind of low key tonight. But I think we all needed, the chill space. I tell you what, I'm gonna since we've ended our ritual, I'll include one little plug, because I'm working on some things, and again, if you check the description, it's in that. I always include a link for the Zazzle store that I set up, and I figured out a few weeks ago that if you have listings on there that don't sell, then they'll end up costing you, whatever royalties you build up. And I'm like, okay, well, since I've been having to kind of, tweak that, but you've probably seen I have this kind of draped over actually one of my microphone shields, but I actually made this something you can get in the store, and you see the size of this tapestry here of Ishtar. Well, I just did one and uploaded it today for Anubis, and I'm working on one that I'm going to.
So how much is that doggy in the window?
Very funny. Well, actually, there's a sale going on the site right now, so it would only be like $19, and then of course your shipping. So like 19 something.
And he doesn't have to be spayed or neutered.
Oh.
That's a good deal. Go get yourself a pup.
Right. Well, anyway, the whole thing is I'm working on these because I got the idea, because I did this one and I had it in the backdrop for a little ritual that I did out in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, having something like this in the back of it really transforms a space. And it goes from being like just, you have like a little figure here, then you have something like this behind it, and it's like, wow, it really commands the space. And so I thought, there's plenty of places where something like that could be useful. So by putting it on Zazzle, that means, you can get it direct, and I don't have to like buy it and then list it on Etsy and then, have to mark it up or whatever. You can just get it straight from there. So, and they're always running sales, like check every month. They've got some kind of sale going on Zazzle. So, just something that I'm working on that I think would be actually useful for folks and not just, chintz. So, and this is my example. So that's my one plug. I think it'll be something really cool. After I get paid again, I'm going to order one just to, see as an example, how it comes out. But I bet it's going to be really cool. So, as nice as this one was. So I'll put it back in just a little bit. So. Guys, there's a bunch of set flavor stuff. Yeah, go on for stuff like you have a having on the Zazzle. Okay. I've seen a few things there, but I haven't done a whole lot of shopping around. I've mostly been getting things printed of my own artwork. But I'll have to look and see what they have out there. But and Wolf is saying, may we all be in better situations in a month's time, if not before. Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have a safe, restful, happy week ahead. Lots of love. And we will see you guys next week, okay? Big hugs, everybody.
Love you guys.
And happy squeaks from Indiana.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.